What is up, guys? This is your boy KingCyberWolf. Today we're going to be reacting to this vegan teacher's video, and I've only seen a little bit so far. I'm sorry, it was just too funny. But right now, vegan teacher is attacking my boy Isaac Butterfield, one of my favorite YouTubers. This is just way too funny, and I kind of want to see what Isaac's reaction would be. So let's get into this. Oh, and before this video starts, if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button. And if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button down below, and comment down below what's your favorite food. Hopefully it ain't vegan food. All right, let's go.
Welcome to class, everyone. Today we're going to have a presentation by Isaac Butterfield and Woke TikTok.
She still acts as though that she has a whole class in the room.
Subject today is the 6th mass extinction of animals that's going on right now. So what we're looking for in this presentation is that they're going to be talking about animal agriculture and how it is terrible for the environment. We're also looking for them to talk about the atrocities that are going on right now with the meat, dairy, and egg industries consistently.
Blah, blah, blah. Get on with the video, lady.
Why should you give a rat's about what's happening on TikTok? Fair question.
What is the question?
You don't know what the question is? Were you not paying attention?
Why should you give a rat's? I don't understand what you're saying.
Why?
It's taking a while for her to process exactly what he's saying.
Why should you give a rat's about what's happening
Oh my
on
gosh.
TikTok? It's a fair question.
What? It's not a question.
It's considered a question.
What are you saying? You get an X for that. You're not making any sense. If you're talking about rats, you should talk about how they are cute, how they are intelligent, and how they should not be used in experimentation. Rats are sentient beings just like us. They have feelings and families. That's what we're looking for in this presentation. We're looking for signs of compassion and a reminder that we need to leave animals alone. All right?
Whoa.
There?
Oh, she's dropping the F-bomb.
I'll tell you why. It's because the majority of people watching TikTok are kids. These kids will become the adults of tomorrow, and the messages and the lessons that they are being taught on TikTok will be what they truly believe as they get older. Now, I've thoroughly researched...
Wait, what is that on your shirt?
Wait. It says anti-vegan. Yo! Isaac's going savage.
Anti-vegan? This is a vegan classroom. What on earth would possess you to wear that?
He's not vegan, obviously.
X. This is the school uniform? Or any of the other ones?
Who says he's part of your school? Do you even own a school? You don't. I know for a fact you don't own a school. What school are you talking about?
Talk about saving the animals, all right? You take that off. Don't wear that in my class again.
Yo, Isaac, where do I get your shirt? I want to join. I'll wear it next. How many of those do you have? I'll wear it.
TikTok over the last couple of months, and I found that 50% of the content is actually just chicks dancing around with no bra on and the titties flopping and flipping everywhere, which is probably why the vast majority of people who use TikTok are 13-year-old to 17-year-old boys just ripping the ears off it. But it's not just ladies.
What? What are you
Oh my gosh.
talking about? Have you forgotten the subject? We're talking about the animals. We're not talking about teenage body parts right now.
But his video clearly has nothing to do with animals, so why even bother messing with this man?
X.
And their unsupported Bristols and their fat dump trucks. There's also hundreds of hot blokes on TikTok not wearing underpants or shirts and just wearing really loose shorts and flipping and flopping their around. It's very confronting to have a swinging at you.
Oh my gosh. I also forgot how deep his languages are. I'm so going to be censoring a lot of these curse words.
Fall asleep.
What is going on? You've done 52 seconds of presentation here, and I haven't heard you mention at all about the dairy industry and how terrible it is.
It isn't always about the animals, Karen. It isn't. Sometimes there's other topics that we have to talk about besides animals.
They hurt these cows forcefully impregnate the females and then steal their babies, kidnap their babies, just so people can have ice cream and milk and cheese? No, no, no.
Do they even milk baby cows?
You're way off topic here, Isaac. You're getting another X for that. Get yourself back on topic. And did you take off the shirt? What are you wearing? What does this say? Let's have a look.
But there's also some content on there that is f***ing painful to watch.
What's painful to watch is you not being in the school uniform.
What's painful to watch is your videos. Oh my gosh. Dude, just stop.
Now here's just one of the other uniforms that you can wear. Just choose one with a pro-vegan, pro-animal message.
I'm so curious of what Isaac's reaction to this video is.
Don't forget.
We're not even halfway through this video and it's already getting more and more hilarious by the minute.
If you iron it, you will lose points. We're not wasting time on superficial things in this class. No ironing allowed. Okie dokie? Good.
It is so woke, you want to blow your head off. So I thought, why don't we take a seat and have a bit of a look, shall we? All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, I guess this is the part where he's going to talk about the animals. That's great. I'm drinking coffee today. Rare. I have coffee about once every 2 weeks. And it's
How would you know if he's going to be talking about the animals? How?
really watered down, but oh, it's so delicious. By the way, don't forget, cow's milk is for baby cows. It's not for you. In here is some soy milk. You can also buy oat milk.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm skipping.
So let's remember that.
Let's dive deep into this absolute mess.
That bodies are worthy if they're healthy or they're not. And if you say that that's not true, I'll kick you in the crotch.
Wait, what?
What the heck did I just watch?
No. TikTok. We're not talking about you and your bodies. This is not the subject today. We are talking about the animals. Woke TikTok, you get an X. Here's our score so far.
I tell you
Does she, like, have a list of people that she just decides to want to go after? I'm very curious.
what, the Wiggles have really let themselves go. This is confronting
I mean, some flaming hot Cheetos.
stuff.
Say you're just concerned, I know that it's sincere. And if you don't stop trolling, I will kick you in the rear.
There's a lot of threats of violence in here, but I doubt that you have the dexterity to pull that off. In fact,
Yes, there is a lot of threats of violence, and I don't like that. They get an X. But you know what, Isaac? Butterfield, you do too. Because you pay for the violence in the meat, dairy, and egg industries. Every single time that you eat a
I do too. I go to supermarkets and buy meat. I even make buffalo burgers. Heck yeah. Delicious buffalo burgers.
burger, you pay somebody to stab an innocent animal in the throat for no reason, when you could simply choose the vegan version
There is a reason. For survival. And some num-nums.
or buy anything else. So X to you. Get back on the subject. Veganism, saving the planet, stopping the 6th mass extinction of animals that is going on right now.
I mean, they're not on the verge of extinction. It would actually be widespread.
Ending the animal holocaust. That's the subject.
in fact, I think you have dexterity or athletic ability of a 170-year-old gigantic Galapagos tortoise. This is why fat shaming.
Did you just insult a tortoise? X!
Oh my gosh.
Tortoises are not fat. There's nothing wrong with them. They're just large animals.
Karen, you do know that's slang term for large, right? I don't think she understands slang.
Minding their own business. What do you call elephants fat too? Ridiculous.
Well, some are pretty, fat, pretty, big and thick. So I would.
Should be encouraged in schools.
Okay, I'm half in cosplay, but this is important. I'm so angry.
Oh,
Cosplay is not the subject on the table right now.
Though cosplay may not be the subject, none of this has to do with animals.
It is something much more important. Protecting the innocent animals, like pigs in the industry. Pigs who are murdered at just 6 months old after a lifetime of hell in confined spaces. The Holocaust never ended for the animals.
A video about being a lesbian with a boyfriend.
What?
My boyfriend is non-binary.
The subject is not about you and being lesbian and all of this stuff.
This subject is not even about you, Karen, nor is it about animals. It's literally about TikTok. TikTok.
Okay, non-binary, that is not the subject. That is not what is important right now in the world. It's not about you.
She's just going around marking pointless X's.
It's about them, the animals who are suffering right now. X to you.
He prefers masculine terms and he uses he, they pronouns.
Alright, so I guess you can be a lesbian with a boyfriend because it doesn't necessarily mean you're no longer like women. You just having a bit of a break. You need to split the whisker every now and then. But you consider them a woman because they're non-binary, but they're not a woman. They're non-binary. So your argument isn't that they're non-binary, it's that they're a woman, but your argument also says that they are women but also non-binary, so that wouldn't mean that they're binary.
Excuse me, Isaac. These are not subjects in the vocabulary that we want to have during this presentation.
This is just getting straight up annoying right now because she just constantly nitpicks every second, every minute that he says something. So I'm going to skip right to the part where Isaac reacts to her video. Let's try it. I'm curious. Doesn't seem like he has anything for the vegan teacher. Go back real quick. Yeah, it says 12 hours ago. Okay, so hasn't reacted to anything of the vegan teacher yet, which I am dying to figure out what he's going to say.
It's about ending the animal holocaust that's going on right now. It's about reminding people that paying for the masturbation of male cows.
Okay, I'm going to skip that.
Plants have protein. These are examples of shirts that you can wear in class. Not something like this. What you're basically saying with that shirt is that you're okay with hurting animals.
Can I wear the shirt next? I'll buy it off of him.
So you're okay with people kicking dogs?
I will say that I believe somewhere in China or Japan, dogs are considered a delicacy. Not that I ever ate one, but I'll put it this way: animal abuse. If someone was like beating a dog, I would literally say that I would defend that dog. My mic. Most definitely. So with that being said, once again, there are some animals that are considered edible and some aren't. Cows, pigs, chickens, fish, buffalo, bison. I meant to say venison. Yeah, it just like there are a lot of animals out there that are actually meant to be hunted and eaten. So protect a dog, because a dog can be your hunting buddy. But everything else is yum yum for the tum tum.
Stabbing cats in the throat and eating them, are you okay with that?
No, but cats don't really do anything for us. I've only seen one cat do one good thing, and that was on a YouTube video, on a security camera, saving a kid's life from being attacked by a dog. That was it.
No animals should be harmed. Take that shirt off. Another X for you.
Take it off and give it to me. How much is that shirt?
Right? It's like you got a nut allergy. You just got to get rid of all of them out of the house. All the dicks, get. But you can't kick all the dicks out and then sneak into the pantry and have a spoonful of peanut butter. You've made your choice. It's all over.
Nobody needs you to advocate for how difficult it is.
You talked about peanut butter, but you didn't talk about how it's good to eat peanut butter in its whole form, without adding any sugar, without adding any salt.
Why does it matter? Peanut butter is still considered vegan food, or vegetarian food. It still came straight from the ground, so what you flipping out over?
That whole foods are good. That's what you missed in this presentation. You get another X.
It is to
So he gets another X from being okay with eating peanut butter?
nobody said that the gender binary was easy. These are
What is going on TikTok? This is not the subject. X to you.
I thought I only saw two things on that letter of hers. Two things. Why is everything else on the list all of a sudden? Did you just like find time to just write all that? You just watched the entire video and you're like, you know what? I'm just gonna write all this down and just start giving out X's.
Nobody said that being vegan was easy, but it's your responsibility to do it.
Nope.
To be brave enough and to speak out in
It doesn't have to be responsibility.
defense of the victims. You are not the victim here. Unless you are vegan, you are paying for cruelty.
not my preferred pronouns. These are my pronouns. You will use them, or you will not refer to.
How about you use your time valuably to care about...
How about I just skip to the part where she reacts to Isaac Butterfield?
I will use one if they ask nicely, but stop.
Yes, of course. If somebody wants to be called by a certain pronoun, why wouldn't you? Just go ahead and do it. What's the big deal? Why do we need to talk about it ad nauseam? The subject is the victims, the true victims, the animals on this planet. Like the ducks, for instance, or the geese who are forced to have a giant tube rammed down their throats, force-fed, so that their livers will be gigantic. This is what is called foie gras.
That was burpa. Next.
Stop being the personification of. No one wants to hear what you have to say or what you want people to call you if you're being mean.
Being mean? Let's talk about who is being mean, Isaac Butterfield. Every time on your channel here on YouTube that you continue to promote the meat, dairy, and egg industries, I don't know how much meaner you can get than that.
I mean, you can be Hitler or Saddam bin Laden. I don't think you can get any eviler than that.
Now, the billions of animals, and if you include the sea life, the trillions of animals who are dying needlessly. As the overfishing happens in the oceans, scientists have...
Her constant ranting doesn't really mean much to me.
So we can open up our heart. And that's what you forgot.
And then?
X to you, Isaac Butterfield. By the way, you should be watching the documentary Seaspiracy about this subject, where you will see exactly what goes on.
You should be reading on biology, how people were actually meant and designed to actually eat animals.
Did you do your homework, Isaac?
You should do your homework, Karen.
Did you watch Seaspiracy? How about cow
I don't like conspiracy.
conspiracy? Did you watch that? Milk, any cheese, any meat, or any eggs. It's possible, and therefore it's your moral responsibility to do so. Go and watch those documentaries and promote those in class next time.
Cupio-sexual people may decide to have a sexual relationship despite not feeling sexual attraction.
The subject is not cupio-sexual right now.
He's not even talking about that, so don't get your sweater in a knot.
Forced to be in a place about the size of a bathtub for a huge pig, so much so that she can't even turn around. And when her babies are born, she can't even see them properly. And these babies...
Asexual and cupisexual. I don't understand why the youth needs so many labels. Why do you need to label everything? Whether or not you're asexual...
You literally...
That's another thing. Yeah, why do people like label everything? Too many labels. Too many. I agree with that subject.
have a label on your shirt right now.
I know, it's kind of the label I wanted to wear.
It says anti-vegan, which means you are pro-violence. You get an X for that. Your label that you said you don't think...
I mean, let's get real deep in this, because human beings have a nature of being violent. It doesn't matter who you are or what you are, just everything. No, just like not even human beings, just like everybody, every living thing has a violent side. Even if you think you're so much of a pacifist, just by screaming at somebody or slamming something down out of anger, it's considered violence. Technically, I mean, it's human nature. It's nature.
Labeling things, you don't think they need them.
Even this vegan can get violent. I see a TikTok where she was cursing out on somebody because she's like, I don't give a blop that you don't like vegan food. Just eat the darn food and shut up.
Why on earth would you even sell these kind of shirts?
He sells them? Cool. I'm going to the merch.
Cupid supple, you super supple, or whatever you fucking are, is not important. Why do you need to push this out to the world? The only person that you need to ever have that conversation with is the person that's entering you or you're entering them. And also on the topic of...
Technically, I mean, animals never really give a crap about us in the first place. Except for the dogs and cats. See that they have a little bit more sympathy. There are animals that only main focus is survival. Really, when it comes to like animals that are all pets, like all the pets and tamables, those animals care a bit more. They do care, but I feel, but because they're animals, they're gonna focus on just playing survival. That's their natural instinct. I'm pretty sure the same thing goes to humans. It's natural instinct. They don't care if it's food, if it's edible, we'll eat it.
Assault, then don't buy anything from the dairy industry.
Skipping on to the next thing.
Opposite sex, you're rooting the same sex, or you're doing both. Covers everything.
You are speaking out against vegans. So that gives you another X. Stay on subject. Be consistent. Stop being a hypocrite.
Of labels, doesn't gay, straight, and bi cover everything? You're either rooting the opposite sex, you're rooting the same sex, or you're doing both. Covers everything. And if you believe genuinely that you need a particular label for yourself, grow up.
I'm trying.
That's so true. It's definitely a younger generation thing where they have to constantly label everything.
Grow up. That's right. So grow up and stop being a hypocrite.
Screw up, fucking hypocrite. Jesus. I can't with this lady. Oh my god. She's twisting words.
You literally put a label on yourself of all the labels that you could put on there.
I can put 3 labels. I can call up my boy and we'll just create a t-shirt that has 3 labels that the vegan teacher will consider blasphemy in her religious-based vegan mental society.
Think about everything that you could write on your shirt.
Her visual mental society that she wishes that would happen.
Such as, I believe in world peace. Such as, love everyone. Such as, protect animals.
Alright, I gotta skip to the next subject.
To phrase this nicely, and I can't yell, but I want to. So,
Hopefully she's going to talk about the animals now.
Black people and people of color in the queer community.
She wasn't going to talk about the animals. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen. Not in this video.
Are we talking about skin color again?
I mean, I believe so.
Okay, let's look at the skin color between these two. Now remember that they have different lighting, right?
Why you being racist? You always racist. Definitely want to skip that. I definitely don't want to get in trouble.
White queers as queer as they are.
It would
Separate ourselves all the time. Everybody should be united to help save the animals on this planet.
Aren't seen by white queers as queer as they are.
It would appear you need to work on your queerness.
Okay, both of you are completely off subject and getting an X, both.
Now, I wouldn't say I like all of Isaac Butterfield's videos, but some of them are pretty darn funny. I'm not gonna lie. They are pretty funny.
Apologise now. For what? I don't know.
Queerness is seen as something that is white and a way to compare oppression, and it's used to compare oppression. So it's impossible for white gays to see us as gay as them. The LGBTQ community has been used as a front to hide racism or to excuse racism.
All members of the LGBTQ community should be vegan. Because being vegan, let's remember, means simply being kind to animals. It means not paying people to hurt them. All black people should be vegan.
I'm skipping over. Oh my gosh. I'm already cringing at this. I've been cringing at this video at the beginning.
Now, after you tap it, click the notification bell so you can help me save animals from hell.
No, thank you. It'd be most helpful if you can subscribe to my channel, KingCyberWolf.
And wokeness in society, you will never be woke enough. No matter what you do, you will never be woke enough. It is insidious in nature. It's always trying to compete against itself and eat its own. Feminists and woke people and the social justice warriors, they're always trying to eat their own. That is how they work.
My herds will never harm me.
Well, you know, I agree with Isaac in this case, but the problem is that he is also part of the problem because he is not talking about...
I'm sorry, but I was so deep in focus on that movie scene right there because that there seemed kind of gory, and I don't know, I just glued to it. I wasn't really paying attention to what the vegan teacher said. My ADHD is not going to process anything the vegan teacher says at this moment. So, next thing.
Chickens should be outside. They shouldn't be bred into existence in the first place by us humans. Chickens are some of the most abused animals on this planet, actually, and there are twice as many chickens as there are humans. So there's
twice as many chickens than there are humans. Why should we care? I mean, it's chicken. We can breed them faster.
Time you mention the word chicken, you should be talking about chickens and how they should be free.
Oh, sorry, vegan teacher. They're not free. You have to go to the grocery store and buy them.
Just mad because we live in your head rent free. Knee slapper. Bring it here, bro.
No. No.
And my heart goes out to these people to a certain degree. I understand that they need psychological help.
What do you think I was going to say next? Please type it in comments. YouTube won't let me see it. I want to talk some trash. I'm just going to skip to the part where she reveals how many exes this boy has.
You need to go back to the basics and learn to be kind to animals, to stop paying for their rape, their torture, and their murder. Both of you fail.
Oh my gosh, look how many exes Isaac has. Oh my gosh. Jeez. This boy got 18 exes. Well, anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like, hit that subscribe button if you're new to my channel. I'm curious of what Isaac has to say about this video. I'm very curious. See you guys later.